Hello, Capricorn. This is Capricorn do. This is I can talk. This is the second time I've had to do your recording, Capricorn. I have no idea. It is November 11th. The 1111 portal has opened. It is all about communication and connectivity. And apparently I don't know how to communicate to my computer to make it work properly. So I apologize. Anyway, we're going to keep these cards up, Capricorn, because there were some very important messages that came forth in that first one. Let me introduce myself. My name is Michele. I am a tarot reader out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been reading tarot for 15 years. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I really get visions and I get clairvoyancy messages from my mom that passed away 5 years ago. And I interpret that through the cards of traditional meaning. If you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you found me. There's a reason why you found me. So hopefully some of these messages are for you. If you're an existing subscriber to the Signs of Tarot, welcome back. Go over to Instagram and check out Signs of Tarot, where I have a really fun, funky album cover art meets tarot series going on right now. I'm taking album covers that actually meant something to me from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and I read the album cover art like it's a tarot card. I think the last couple I did was Lynyrd Skynyrd in Kansas, and I just did one for today's 1111 portal, which to me 1111 has always been the Beatles' Abbey Road. All four of them, 1111. Walking across Abbey Road. That's over on my Twitter if you want to check that out at Signs of Tarot. Without further ado, Capricorn, I'm going to dive into your reading once again. Sorry, second time, but I'm leaving these cards up because they're important. Three of Cups came. Wheel of Fortune. Temperance. Beautiful. Eight of Swords. Judgment. Look at the major arcana flying in your reading, a 5-card reading, Capricorn, with the portal opening. This is a card of celebration. We know that in the world of tarot. Sometimes it's celebrating with friends and happy hour, and sometimes it's bridal showers or engagements. But for me, this card, especially because it came out next to the Wheel of Fortune, has a much deeper meaning. Whoever you are close with, whether it's siblings, cousins, friends, you had an aha moment of some patterns that have been passed down to you from your parents and their parents and their parents. After all, truly, that's what karma is. We're raised to believe that karma is you hurt me, then somebody's going to hurt you. You steal from me, then someone's going to steal from you. That has nothing to do. Karma is not horizontal. Karma is vertical. We have karmic cycles that are passed down from generation to generation, and it's up to us to stop it so we don't pass it on to our children. And that's what this is all about. Now, there are a lot of different patterns of behavior. Addictions, patterns, the way you do things over and over and expect a different result, the way you communicate, the way you listen, the way you fly off the handle, the way you're too complacent. All of those are patterns that are set forth from generation to generation. Well, guess what? You had an aha moment. You recognized a pattern that is not good to be your greater self. The pattern that you've recognized, whatever it is, doesn't have to be overeating, over drinking, gambling, and porn. It can be the way you communicate with people, or it can be the way you set forth something in motion and have an expectation of the result. And when the result doesn't come through, you fall apart because you're disappointed. We have so many different types of patterns, but you came up with your close friends, close family members. Maybe you guys have had a discussion. Maybe it was a round table with some siblings and some cousins and some close friends, and you discovered a pattern that you were following. You know, they say, oh, you're just like your mom and dad. You do this, you say this. Something happened as of late that you said, holy crap, I really am doing that like my mom and dad or my grandparents or the person that raised me or my older brother or my older sister. And that's not resonating with who I am. Why am I following what they did? And you have this moment, like a flip of a fucking switch. And you're moving the karmic wheel, dropping that devil down. You're stopping a karmic pattern that has been passed down to you from generation to generation to generation. And that's a beautiful thing. You know, some women are codependent because their parents stayed in a marriage that they shouldn't have, because their grandparents stayed in a marriage that they shouldn't have. And you have decided, this marriage is no longer for me and I'm getting out. That's stopping a karmic pattern, a belief system. When you're the one who's not in the same religion, that your parents taught you to be, that their parents taught them to be, and you found for your own free thinking, your own self-esteem, your own self-love, your own self-care, that you believe in a different philosophy, breaking a karmic pattern. You figured out a pattern, you're breaking the karmic pattern. It's a beautiful thing. You're getting a high five right through my TV screen right now because it's a hard thing to do. Not only is it hard to recognize that there was a karmic pattern, it's a hard thing to do to say, I don't want this. I don't want this for me. And if I don't want this for me, it's certainly something I don't want my children. So what a beautiful thing. And your reward is complete balance. Now, I tend to say my temperance card, I don't know if you can see, why does it look so blurry? I don't know, is a major arcana. Archangel Michael flies down to let you know you're not alone, that there are spirit guides helping you discover how to be your best self and helping you get out of those patterns and belief systems that held you down, that tagged you down. To get you out, Archangel Michael's here. But more than that, this is spirit guides, bringing you temperance, balance, balance. One toe in for emotion, one on the floor of the earth for being grounded, going back and forth with water, showing that you have plenty of water, emotions, love. This is beautiful balance. And what's raising in the back here? The sun, towards total clarity. You know, this was more than an aha moment of a pattern that you needed to change. What a self-esteem and confidence builder, diving into your inner empress or emperor, guys and girls, it doesn't matter in tarot. Recognizing, I don't want to be those traits that my parents were once. I don't want to be who my grandparents were. I need to carve my own path, to be my own person, to value my own self. And the reward is complete balance. Ironically, here's judgment. These are your ancestors reincarnated, celebrating, blowing the trumpet, so excited that you had the courage to stop something that they were unable to stop. It passed down. Now, who knows, our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, but I love this card of judgment. Judgment talks about reviewing the past, revisiting the past. Sometimes this card can also be a past love coming back, but really, this is the reincarnation of your soul guides, cheering you on, blowing the trumpet because you're stopping a karmic cycle that, quite frankly, none of them had the balls, the gumption, the know-how, the drive, and the tenacity, the balance and strength and clarity to stop. But they're recognizing you for your strength of stopping that. And it frees you. Whatever you're stopping, if it's an addiction, if it's a pattern of behavior, if it's the way you think, if it's the way you communicate, if it's the way you communicate to those you love, it's the way you take things to heart. This is the empath putting up discernment and boundaries. I'm not going to take that anymore. Because my mom was a doormat, my grandmother was a doormat, my great-grandmother was a doormat, I was a doormat. Fuck that. The cycle stops now. I'm moving forward with this wheel of fortune. I'm dropping that double down. This is you breaking free. You're on the other side of the swords now because you had the gumption to change a karmic cycle. Everyone is rewarding you right now. This is an amazing week for you, Capricorn. Set your sights, set your goals, set your manifestations. Everything you want is going to come for you because you had the courage of breaking free from everything you were taught as a child and saying, I am my own person and I want to live a different life. God bless you. Have a great day, Capricorn.